You've heard it everywhere, right? In the car, on your feed, everywhere. But behind the absolutely massive success of Central C and Dave Sprinter is a really complex story. It's about money, sure, but it's also about fame and the paranoia that comes with it all. So today, we're going to decode the lyrics and figure out what this track is really saying. And look, when I say massive, I mean it. We're talking over 500 million streams. That's not just a hit song, That's a full-blown cultural phenomenon. It becomes a snapshot of this very specific moment in time. So what exactly is that moment? Beyond the incredible beat and that hook you can't get out of your head, what are Dave and Central C actually telling us? What's the story here about the dizzying heights of fame, wealth, and the trust issues that seem to follow? Well, that's exactly what we're here to find out. Here's how we're going to break it all down. First, we'll touch on its insane success as a global hit. Then, we'll dive right into the story of new money, unpack that central paradox of the Sprinter, explore the complicated world of relationships, and finally, we'll decode the slang that gives the track its authentic edge. Okay, first up, let's just take a second to appreciate the scale. Sprinter wasn't just a hit in the UK, it absolutely smashed records and topped charts all over the world. Which just goes to show you that a really specific, authentic story from London can have this massive universal appeal. Now, let's get into the heart of that story. At its core, Sprinter is a song about whiplash. That dizzying, almost confusing feeling of going from a completely normal life to having imaginable wealth, and doing it basically overnight. And this lyric, it cuts right to the chase. This isn't old money. There's no family fortune, no safety net to fall back on. It's a sudden flood of cash that completely changes the rules of their entire existence, and they're just figuring it all out in real time, right in front of us. And they make this abstract idea so tangible. The lyrics about going from a Toyota Yaris to a G63. That's not just a flex, it's this powerful way of measuring the distance. It shows us just how far and how fast they've really traveled. Because they keep reminding us where they came from. All the luxury doesn't just feel like a brag, it feels earned, and maybe even a little unbelievable, even to them. It pulls us, the listener, right into their journey. So this brings us to the title of the track itself, The Sprinter. It's the song's central metaphor, and honestly, it's a brilliant piece of wordplay that perfectly captures the strange reality of their new lives. On the surface, this is the ultimate boast, right? It's an image of pure excess. I mean, your life is so wild, you need a commercial vehicle just to manage a night out. But there's something way deeper going on here than just bragging. What they're using here is a classic artistic tool, hyperbole. They're creating this totally over-the-top image to make a point. They're not literally asking you to believe there are 9 women in a van. They're painting a picture of overwhelming attention and demand. And that's the paradox of it all. A Sprinter van is a utility vehicle. It's for work, for moving stuff around. By turning it into a party bus, they're showing us the weird, unglamorous logistics behind their super glamorous lifestyle. It's both a boast and a complaint, all rolled into one. And this same complexity, this kind of paradox, it extends to their personal lives. The song kind of shifts gears here, moving from the logistics of fame to its emotional toll, exploring how this new world has completely warped the relationships, especially when it comes to trust. I mean, just stop and think about what this line is really saying. In an age where we share everything, his most guarded secret, the thing more valuable than his actual art, is his private social media. That says so much about an intense need for privacy and a deep suspicion of pretty much everyone. So what you start to see emerge from the lyrics is a kind of survival guide for modern celebrity. It's a pretty cynical playbook where you have to assume the worst in people, use money to create experiences without getting attached, and just keep everyone at a safe emotional distance. It paints this picture of a world where real, genuine connection is rare, and every interaction feels, well, transactional. Like the lyrics say, they can fly people out, they can buy them things, but real trust? That seems to be the one thing their money just can't buy. All right, final piece of the puzzle. Let's look at how they use language to build this exclusive, guarded world. The specific slang in Sprinter isn't just for show. It's like a key that either lets you into their world or keeps you on the outside. So when you hear them talk about mixing codeine up with a Finnegan, they're using very specific regional slang. This isn't some generic reference. It's a term that grounds the song at a particular time and place, and it adds this layer of raw realism. And it's the same thing with the line, "If bro let the drumstick beat." It's a coded reference to street violence. This kind of language brings this gritty, dangerous edge to the whole narrative of luxury, reminding us of the world they came from and the threats that still feel very real.
And that's the real power of this coded language. For listeners who get it, it creates this powerful sense of authenticity, of being in on it. And for those who don't, it creates intrigue. You know you're on the outside looking in, and it makes you want to understand that world even more.
So when you put all these pieces together, you see the magic trick of Sprinter. It hooks you with a story of new money that feels relatable. It impresses you with these wild, hyperbolic boasts. It makes you think with its vulnerable, cynical take on trust. And it proves its authenticity with that coded, street-level language. It's just brilliantly put together. And all this leaves us with one final thought. The incredible success of Sprinter seems to prove something kind of paradoxical, that in our hyper-connected, globalized world, maybe the most powerful way to connect with everyone is to tell a story that is unapologetically, authentically, and specifically your own.